Hello, everybody out there in the Poetry Corner universe. Here we are, another Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we have these fine guests on here tonight, they will be invited to the screen by Miss Valerie Lorraine.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Poetry Corner. It's so great to have you here with some wonderful guests. Tonight we have Gina, JC, Reggie, Demetrius, Jess, and you just met our host King, and I'm Valerie Lorraine. We're going to get going tonight, and we're going to welcome Gina up to the stage. So, Gina, please intro yourself and let us know what you have going on.
I love you, Valerie. I've been tuning in since you have been here to help King Atterberry here at the Poetry Corner. I remember when this whole situation began, him and his cousin Q were like, we should do something for poets. And I'm just happy to be here to do what we do. 9 times out of 10, I would read a piece that I wrote, but I don't have a written piece today because when I started at the Poetry Corner, I was a freestyle spoken word artist, so I'm going to be true to that. So this is going to be off the dome. I have a roommate. Man, she's a diva. I love her. And I'm not even mad at her because the fact that she lives in my house doesn't make her less than. It makes her equal to. See, I was born in a family that only had boys, and I was the only female child that my family had. I had 16 brothers, and people would laugh all the time when they thought that my mother had 17 children, but she did not. My parents were foster children to cousins, friends, and classmates, people in our neighborhood who didn't have parents who knew how to treat them good. So they became siblings to me. All of them were male, so I was the only female, you see. The only girl with 16 male siblings. There was 17 of us. And I didn't feel like I was less than. I felt like I was worthy because my parents and my brothers always made sure that I was respected, protected, loved, and looked out for. There was a time in my life when I didn't feel like there were men who met me and didn't know my worth or didn't feel like I was someone they could wife. And that's okay. Because I will love into infinity, and I always have, and that's been the origin of me. So I've been married and divorced twice. And I feel like once again I might be a wife. And people say that third time is the cure. I don't know if that's true, but I do know this about me. I have so much more love to give. And if love is the cure, then you should dial into me and understand equivocally. The only thing that I want to do is the thing that God destined me to do for you if you are destined to be my king. See, I'm out here playing fast and loose with my heart or my body. I assure you, I grew up in a household that was so vigilant and restrictive that I went on dates that were chaperones. So I assure you, when I got married and the first time and wore a white dress, it was because I had earned it. And the second time, I told my husband if he wants to have children, he should marry someone other than me because I was too old to have children. You see, because I was already a grandmommy. I was Gigi to Juliana, Denise, and she believed that she's going to be a physician because she found out that that was she said, fancy name for a doctor. We were calling her Dr. Juliana. And she wanted to be a reflection of not just me, but what was her destiny. So, with that being said, I simply let you to know that I will not be misled. If I marry for a third time, it will be for the last time. And he will be that love that I've been waiting for all my life. And it's okay if it doesn't happen immediately. 'Cause I'm patient, and I have been so since the last time that I divorced. I know my destiny. I need my daughter, my grandchildren to see me as, I guess, the template, blueprint, and thing that they need to look forward to if they're looking for love that's heaven sent. Because it's not our place to be loved by another, but we need somebody to see us as their good thing that they cannot live without. And until you find him, you can just constantly wait. And I have no doubt, because the reality is this: we have been royalty since our beginning, and we'll be nothing else. And as long as we hold on to who we are, we're winning. But in the mean and in between time, if you settle for anything less, then I'm sorry, princess. You've just allowed someone to dupe you, because the reality is, my name is Regina. And if you look it up in the baby book of names and what they mean, even though mine is spelled Regena, I'm still a queen. We're not here just to stunt or to front. We're not looking for likes, follows, or anything that will make us on social media amazing. The reality is, we're actually royalty. This is our station. We're doing what we must do. And I've been doing so, even though sometimes it hurts me. But I thought about all of you, because the village that raised me raised my daughter. They're raising my granddaughters too. And I would be less than if I didn't stand up to the example that we set for all of them, as well as all of you. I'm Gina Storm. Thank you for indulging me, and that's my piece.
Thank you so much, Gina.
All right.
Everyone, this is the Poetry Corner on YouTube. We invite you to like and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because we have lots of pop-up shows and you wouldn't want to miss any of those. We have shows all during the week. And we also have Poetry Corner on Facebook. So if you are a poet or you just love poetry, you are more than welcome to jump in there. Anyone who would like to post their poetry, their events, their books, more than welcome to go ahead and do that on the Facebook Poetry Corner page. Right now, we're going to bring up JC and get her to introduce herself and share some of her poetry.
Hi, hello everyone.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having me. Very happy to be here with you guys. I am JC Rodriguez, aka Algae JC. Can you guys hear me well?
What's up?
Hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good, JC.
Okay. All right, so I guess I'm gonna get right into it. don't forget to join me at LBJC Poetry Club on Instagram, where we have 3 shows a week, 1 poetry show a month in Spanish, and it's just a safe space for us to express ourselves. So again, happy to be here tonight. Very excited. Wasn't really sure what I was going to share today, but I guess that since we're going into the month of love, I'll do a poem that is called How to Love. Love is what I crave. It's who I am and the reason I've stayed, hoping to see the day that I caress the face of the husband and child for which I pray. Love is the blessings I've received. Love is the knowledge I've retrieved from all of those times that I've been deceived. I understand now that love is not those who walked away. Love is not the prideful who rather engage with other demons on stage, aiming for me to burst out in rage, pretending like they don't see me as they falsely flip the page. Love is not those who intend to cause jealousy instead of finding a mutual remedy for longevity. Love has hurt me so, but love has helped me grow. And even though it seems like not so long ago that I didn't know how important it is to let go, without a grudge, I've decided to live with no need for a judge. I've decided to forgive and give my heart to those who rise above the hate like a white dove, because they too have learned precisely how to love. Thank you.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you
Piece.
so much for that. And so your page is on Instagram, and it's LBJC Poetry Club.
Yes.
Yes. And how many hosts do you have there now, JC?
Well, at the moment, we normally have three hosts, because we have shows Mondays at 3:30, channeling Persephone, Wednesdays, but that host is taking a break or whatnot. You know how life can get. So right now, that's kind of like an open position. I step in once or twice a month when I can. But that show is still going to be running 3:30, channeling Persephone. On Wednesdays, we have the Original Poetry Club, which is my session. I host that. That's where we have topic. It's more of a group session where we like unpack traumas and write to the topics, just to kind of push our pen and go back to those places. And then on Saturdays, we have Deep Thought the Lyricist, who's the host of Sensational Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern. And Wednesdays, it's at 7. But yeah, it's a safe space for everyone. I also have an art show and poetry showcase coming up in Manhattan, New York on Sunday, March 26th. It's my solo art exhibition and poetry showcase. So, oh God, I'm excited. And I'm thankful for this opportunity, Valerie Lorraine. Thank you.
Oh, we're excited for you. I wish you would have opened with that. That is so exciting. We're going to have to find out more about that on your next round. Right now, we're going to bring Reggie front and center and get him to give us a good intro about him and where we can find him, what he's got going on, and gets into some poetry. Welcome, Reggie.
Thank you. My name is Reggie Wilson Jr. You can find me on Instagram, encourage_RW1912. I am a licensed clinical social worker by trade and by heart, but I fell out the womb a poet. So I am so happy to be here and so honored. I have my first book should be published in the next couple of weeks. I will be letting everyone, the whole world, know when that happens. And I'm excited to be here. Prisoner of the pen. Am I a prisoner or a soldier? Maybe a delicate mixture. for I am chained to poetry. When she calls, I come. When she whips me, I scream affection and delight. She feeds me life, life that I thought was lost to me. When I stray off the journal plantation, she sends the dogs of rhyme and free verse after me. They chase me down every time and lick my word-bearing wounds. While I'm dragged back to the big house of syllables and metaphors, I hear her singing songs in a language only I can understand, a special, tantalizing, titillating, tenderizing type of calligraphy. Poetry kisses me, making my skin rise like mountainous volcanoes waiting to burst out with slow, gentle lava of words and majesty. When my eyes are full of tears and sight is seldom, poetry allows me to hear her through her fingertips. I survey her volumes like Braille, and I then understand why I have to be chained, why I have to be governed, why I need her watchful eye. My feet, my mouth, my hands sometimes forget themselves. I become uncontrollable and insatiable. The likelihood of me running just to proclaim what she taught me to the world is too high. You see, poetry shushes me. So am I a prisoner or a soldier? When it's fighting time, I grab my pen, I wield it like Excalibur, and I gets to slicing. My pen goes on a tangent of gluttonous wrath, eating loose leaf paper like beavers chewing logs, warring against lies and distortions. Don't fool with my poetry. Standing on the front lines for my poetry, taking bullets and throwing some back for my poetry, protecting her like bulletproof saran wrap. Post up in front of her by staying invisible because that is my place. See, it is the addiction to her that has the people falling in love. It is her that changes and saves lives, both with brevity and long-windedness like the breeze through the willow trees in Savannah. So I reckon I am a prisoner and soldier. For I stay linked to her and I die every day waiting for her to whisper reasons to continue to me. Her sultry, powerful voice plays a solo on my eardrums, rhythmically helping me reach mountaintops of stanzas and rivers of love dripping with ink. I stay chained only because I want to be. I am with her, militant by any means necessary. Poem. Thank you.
Whoosh, listen to those
All right, bro.
lines. Absolutely
There
wonderful.
we go.
Fantastic. Your book is coming out in the next few weeks, you said, so spring.
Yes. Shouldn't be after Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is the cutoff. It's currently with some reviewers now, so we're getting it there.
Nice, congratulations. I hope you do follow up and let us know more about that because we would love to. We'd love to support you in that journey.
Absolutely.
I'm going to bring up Demetrius, a returning guest to our show. We can't wait to hear what he's been up to and what he's got going on and hear his poetry. Welcome, Demetrius.
Thank you. Yeah, so I am Demetrius Ford, aka Poet D. Poet D Collection is also my brand name for my jewelry line that I make. And so you can always check me out. Just message me through any of my social media sites on Facebook, Poet D Collection, and on IG, Demetrius Ford _ Poet D. And so again, you could just message me for my jewelry. I have a single out titled Men of Steel. Men of Steel is streaming on all digital platforms. It's a spoken word single produced by DJ Payne One, Dream Life, and Dirt Boy Productions. And I also have my first house single out, club song titled Getting It In Over the Weekend. And that's produced by myself. And I also have a 60-second audio so 60-second audible out titled The Battle of Depression, and that's also on several reels, and you can come to any of my social media and you can also see that. So the title that of the poem I'm going to do for you tonight is titled Lie to Me Slowly. Lie to me slowly so that I can absorb them and become your idea of me being your stupid. Lie to me slowly while my low self-esteem keeps me believing that you respect me the same as I respect you. Your stealth skills of lying has me obscuring wisdom from manifesting peace over you, makes me become an effigy of who I am to thy own self. Lie to me quickly so that I can take them in slowly, break them down, conform them to my liking, and condone them as my worth. Maybe it's the tone of your voice that hypnotically makes me minimize them as fibs for my acceptance. Or the spit flung from your lips, showering me as crystal letter molecules, shattering on my skin, as I moisturize in your spoken lies that I now settle for and forgive. Like that time you dared me to run out the front door naked during the rain, said you will watch out for anyone coming. I complied and ran down the steps, added a little dance, turned and did a tush wiggle that had you tickled. I ran up the steps and you locked the door. Here comes the mail carrier. Yes, my manipulative lover, you can lie to me slowly until the spirit of truth speaks to me a harsh truth of our indifference in this love of lies relationship. Without those slowly spoken lies, I'm erectile dysfunctionally impotent at the thought of sexually desiring you. Excuse me a second. I live in denial that I hate the lies you tell me because I now admire them. In fact, without the lies, I don't know you. Lie to me slowly while we embrace with pressed against torsos wrapped in arms, and I will take comfort in the lies. Lie to me slowly as you kiss me, then smile, and I will settle for more lies that you speak to me gently. Lie to me slowly as you undress me naked, and I lie to you about returning affection. Because at this point, I can no longer fake taking in motions of your lies as sexual enhancement. I am no longer settling for lies. As the truth of tomorrow awakens my mind to leave behind this toxic loving of becoming each other's lover in stupidity. No longer accepting the lies willingly. No more carrying my heart as a man bag on the outside of my soul. Always prepared to unzip and reach inside in case there is a need to do a hazmat cleanup on me from the vomit of your lies. But still, you will continue to lie to me as I walk away hesitant and slowly in the final stages of goodbye. I ask all of you listening, have you settled for lies? Poem.
Whew. Beautiful.
All right.
Thank you.
Very relatable lines. That was a wonderful piece. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring up Jess right now and ask him to introduce himself and let us know what he has going on and hear some of his poetry.
I hope y'all can hear me. I can't hear a single word that's going on. It said browser, uh, something about the browser. I don't know. But if you guys can hear me, I'm about to go ahead and move forward.
We can hear you. Go
All
ahead.
right. My name is Just Jay. Jay from Arkansas. Jared. I belong to the Small House of Poetry. Small House of Poetry is a concept on community building. I've been growing from it. Everybody inside of the house has been growing from it. We're gonna make a big push this year. We have 3 rooms over there a week that we do. We have the AM Drive. That's a morning AM show on Monday. We have the kitchen. That's just speed round after speed round of poetry. You come in and you just spit. It ain't no talking. We don't want to hear no talking. It forms such a dope wave that goes through there, and the energy be off the hook. You just have to experience it. And then on Sunday we have the flagship, which is the kitchen. That's me, Gina, and Frequency, and Mama Donna's baby. That's where everybody come in and cut their teeth at when they learn how to do the whole mod thing, what may have. Our latest venture, me and my partner Gina there, has been with Epiphany. We beside ourselves with the opportunity for this. You know, we cut our teeth over there. I know I cut my teeth over there. I know she probably had her adolescence running through there. But that's where I cut my teeth at. So it was a great honor for Van and for real to go ahead and give me the opportunity to do that. Been trying to make the most of that. But besides that, I'm about to go ahead and get into this poem. I also had another technical difficulty. I can't split my screen to use my phone, so I'm gonna have to use my computer. And here's my first piece. All right. My poetry doesn't pander. It doesn't beg, and at times it loves to deliver the bad news. But today, I will pander. Oh, this is not gonna work. Oh, hold on 1 second, y'all. Today I will pander. I will pander to the wants of the people. And the name of this piece is A Penny for My Thoughts. A penny for my thoughts. No obligation. I will just keep emoting until the scale says 1 cent. That's a decimal less than a tenth, and 1/100th of a dollar. If you can see me, a poet, being worth 1 cent, no more, nothing less, then let this poem be your weight as I splay out your debt. You don't have to move a muscle, but at least be considerate and consider it into a poor man's investment. Listen, if it allows you to view yourself from the outside, to see yourself more clearly possible to the inside, do not burden yourself or expend your energy in the effort to save face, but allow me to expend my breath until you have self-identified with swaths of this life. And you can cherry pick from my entirety the tender and juicy parts until you at least identify with tender and juicy pieces within it. Oh, this is making me so mad. Is this the reflection of you? And because of this poem, you have become wiser. Do not forfeit a penny for one word until it has served you more than anything else in a great while. Oh, this is frustrating, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and drop out till I find a better system for this. Oh, that's my piece.
Thank you so much for that. I'm sorry that you're having technical difficulties. I'm hoping that that you get everything together for the next round. We're gonna go right back. Sorry about that in the background. We're gonna go right back around. I'm just gonna let you know that we would like to thank our producer Quentin. He's behind the scenes. We don't get to see him right now, but he's the one who's making this show all together beautiful on screen. So we really appreciate all the work that he does behind the scenes. I'm gonna go right back up to JC. Thank you. We'll get you back for another poem, please.
All right. Thank you so much for everyone who's here supporting. And again, thank you, Valerie. Okay, so I decided to do one of my domestic violence awareness poem. So this one is called The Light. Let me see the light. Let it shine bright on the bruises out of sight. Help me get out of this darkness without having to take flight, without losing my life. Highlight the cuts deep inside. Let me recognize the lies. Help me rise. Help me escape the sorrows that I borrowed from the meadows of a false tomorrow, keeping me enslaved by his side caged. He whips my mind and I feel it in my spine. There's not a fine line between a punch and a smack or the fact that you believe he didn't mean to do that. Round and round is the circle of the track, but could you fix that? Maybe make a little crack in the rail so I can derail to a place where the sun doesn't shine constantly on my face and not have to embrace the scars that I've aimed to replace with excuses far from grace. I've been losing my faith, but still I pray for his soul every day. I believe we all can change, but can you arrange now my exit from this pain? If I continue to stay, I'll be the one to blame. Lord, give me strength. Let me be the light that shines the path that I need to take as I finally walk away. Thank you.
Oh, JC, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
Such
that was
beautiful,
definitely that was on
relatable
the money.
lines.
On the money.
Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
We're just going to keep on going so we get the most poetry that we can in here. Reggie, I'm going to bring you straight back up. Thank you.
Thank you. Tears of a teary therapist. My tears for you burn like acid, like volcanic eruptions of blazing embers. Too many sessions every day to halt and hold my heart for you. So many more to see on my steady schedule, but they still burn from the inside. I want to hold space for you the whole day. I want to sing, I'm sorry your mother never loved you. I want to shout, I'm sorry your husband left you. Convey my heartbreak for your heartbreaking. Scream with you in hatred for your womb where your baby lived and died. You see, I want to sit with you as you remember the little boy terrified of your door opening in the middle of the night, knowing that hungry eyes and savage hands loomed over you, and the covers could not protect your innocence. To hold you as you watch your child slip across River Jordan, and you were not stronger than death. I wish I could make you understand that your blood deserves to stay inside of your veins and not outside. Oh, my tears burn so much that my head mirrors a lighthouse on fire. I wish I could give this mind a rest from the napalm in between my ears, but the next client needs me too. And this session has ran over already. So smell your way back to my office next week. Follow the smoke and the licking of the flames. Poem.
Ooh, that was powerful.
Yeah. That was on the money, bro.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we have some incredible lyrics going on here. And again, we're just going to keep rolling with it because we want to get as much poetry into this hour as we can. Demetrius, welcome back up to the stage.
Okay. Let there be a time when children are angels in our eyes, each growing moment nurtured by communities of wise adults that learn from generations of family ties to be family wise. With all eyes on the neighborhood, kept it alive. Let there be a time when children can breathe easy and live a child's life. Living as if the hemisphere reaches from their street to other neighboring streets. Education of fast money is what the curriculum speaks. Thinking this is the way to be as they grow up, more and more of them don't attend school. From day to night, street life is the educational tool. Not adults, as they become adults, hanging around the neighborhood looking pathetic like hopeless fools. From morning till night, induced crime is their induced labor that has been born a burden to the neighborhood. Unfortunately for many like this short story, this is also the music entertainment business to big screen box office glory. A mother cries her eyes out, wondering what went wrong. But she knew what her son was doing all along, leaning over his body screaming, "My child, oh, my child, who could do such a thing?" But that's what the neighbors thought when he threatened lives, brought crime and took someone else's life. Drugs, shootouts took over the block, abandoned houses by the lot. His mother didn't care. She lived like Queen Elizabeth on her block. A state lottery dollar dial getting her numbers in by 6 o'clock. She had stock in the neighborhood her son got. The cell block her son got. The dead body by the lot her son shot. As for him, she never thought to buy a graveyard plot. Let there be a time when our children aren't mimicking what they see, thinking a phrase such as thugged out is the way to be. A young boy prepared for jail at the age of 3, introduced to the world by his father as my little nigger. My brother, that is not what he is. He is your son. Let there be a time when playing cowboys and Indians were just nouns with an adjective of a verb placed in front, revealing the universal mystical thrill of a child's imaginary skill. Jump rope, ball and jacks, running from little boys and love taps, playing tag and freeze tag, the mystery of Ding Dong Dixie, King Ball, Dodgeball, those were the best childhood times of them all. And these times our children go out to play, their play is now a dramatic state brought on by child molesters and gunfights, dodging bullets while playing a game of hopscotch. Children can't sit, walk, or ride a bike on their neighborhood block without some type of fear of being taken out. Oh, let there be a time when children can breathe easy. Let there be a time when mothers aren't living through their daughters dressed slim and clothes so tight looking like Soul Train dancers. 5 to 15-year-old girls. 5 to 15-year-old girls wearing outfits of zebra striped spandex and 3-dot enlarged polka dot spandex in places that should not have spots and put on the top. Jumping rope while young boys grasp at the air of their pants. Grown men standing around saying, "I can't wait till she gets a little older." See, little girls like this, drug dealers' tricks they turn out to be. Most of them have laid with mama. A little girl sits and daydreams. So next is me. This becomes her goal and dreams is to satisfy men's needs to get what she needs. Let there be a time when children have a life worth means. Let there be a time when children don't have bloody wings. Angels massacred by life and what it means to mortally breathe. Oh.
Oh my goodness sakes. What lyric.
All right, brother.
Brilliant.
All
Brilliant. Right. On
Definitely
the
on
money
point.
too.
Yeah.
The side of the problems, you just snapped that all up in one piece. Fantastic. We are just enjoying some rather prized poetry, I would suggest, here tonight. Thank you so much for everybody. We're going to bring up Jess, and then I think we might have time for one more round. Sure hoping we do, because this is excellent poetry.
I still have no audio. I think I just missed a few nice poems though. I would like to go out on that limb. I would like to take that bet for 200. All right. This is a relatively new piece. How curious, me the caterpillar, munching and eating as though my entire existence depended on every savory morsel, eating as though I am not present, but in a trance. No need for pepper nor salt, just consumption. I must fill this void. This hunger is like a wailing hound locked away in the deepest depths of my belly, screaming at me that I am withering if I miss a second of not munching. So I'm eating to suffocate this voice that has become my singular focus. I'm snuffing this all-consuming fire that has my stomach empty as a scorched and scuttled home. So I'm bringing it all inside to stop this pain. This pain is my driver. This hunger is my adversary. Something must give because I feel like I'm dying from this voice, insipid nagging. Poem.
Ooh, insipid nagging. Wow.
Yeah. All right,
Oh
just
That was pretty incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for joining us. We have a little bit more poetry to go here. We have these fantastic guests who I can't thank enough for taking time out of their busy schedule to join us. We are the Poetry Corner on YouTube and on Facebook. We welcome you to like and subscribe to our channel, but don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified of all the shows that we have running on this specific channel. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up JC for our final round. Thank you, JC.
All right. Bear with me. This is my most recent poem. So let's see. It comes out. It's called Flowers and Thorns. When warmness turns into coldness, coldness turns into distance, and distance turns into pain sustained by the memories of our mistakes. Those I never imagined would awake emotions of pride and a side we didn't know, switching off the feelings that were meant to grow to infinity and beyond death, but instead we're left with an untouched button to reset. My only regret is having to forget how beautiful it would have been if all promises were kept. My heart is covered with flowers and thorns, protecting my essence since I was born. And even though to my purpose I've been sworn, my love for you remains everlasting, never torn. Thank you. Short one.
all right. That's
Short,
what's up.
but beautiful.
Short and to the point, right?
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
And a new piece. We can't thank you enough for sharing new work with us. Excellent. Reggie, going to bring you right back up and get you to give us another piece. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Every snap at a spoken word. Flying down with a P on our chest. O for overflowing. E for essentially. T for trustworthy. Poet. We be the poets. Swooping down and saving babies and rescuing cats. Yes, all of that. With pens from on high, we vanquish tormentors that torment souls. Treating these souls with anointed ointment used for deep cleansing. Precious tears we catch. With steady hands cradled in cup shapes made for restoring, reviving the dead and thumping willing hearts to beat again. Kissing the lips of those never been kissed, holding necks and wrapping minds in warm, comforting knots like tight shoelaces. Patching up emotions raw like turnip greens and onions, calling tears that were once dried. With damp journals, laced with blood, guts, and moisture from years of holding things in. Yes, we go through it too. We are the billboards for others to see and read and to be read to outline dreams and interpret them, to spell out trauma like third grade spelling bee when letters cannot be found, to be the lifeguard not allowing one to drown in the sweat of a nightmare. We be the poets, flying with pens in hand and a P on our chests, overflowing, essential and trustworthy, saving lives with every snap of fingers of those locked in fiery furnaces, still daring to breathe through the smoke. We be the poets with P's on our chests. Snap, snap, snap. A new poet gets their pen like angels get their wings. Poem.
Oh, man.
Oh, nice ending, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
That snapped it up.
Definitely on point, yo.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Love that.
Thank you. Demetrius, going to bring you straight up and get you to give us your final piece for the night. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So that last poem that I did was titled "Let There Be." If you didn't get that, you probably did. It was all throughout the poem. And this one I would like to do for you was titled "The Art of True Woman." And the Art of True Woman, you actually can hear that on YouTube only, and it's on a jazz compilation titled "My Jazzy Soul Volume 1." The Art of True Woman. The shape of the back of your head, the curve of your neck, I touch purposely, but to you it's accidental. The look in your eyes, wondering what is really on my mind. I am too shy to say, afraid you won't want to see me come your way. Desires so strong, it weakens me. Intrigued by your voice, intrigued by your smile, intrigued by your walk. I'm intrigued by the strength in your hips. You are truly a woman in every way. You have taken my heart in just a short time. I think of you whenever an unexpected sudden event occurs that went to a time of you and I. Oh my, if you only knew how you parade my mind. To be with a real woman, many men do get, many men do wish for, many men never get to know a true woman's flow. It feels good to connect with someone mentally and yearn for conversation. I haven't felt this way in a long time, and when I did, it was young love, not mature love. Conversation from a woman to a man's heart that makes him unsure, confused, left emotionally distraught. Oh, yes, there is art of woman to be taught. Love is mental, physical, and spiritual. With these three elements together, we could touch each other's souls in a way that only true love is meant to flourish and never die with the shell of flesh and bone we use to nourish our love here on earth. Insane is a man that does not recognize this gift from God. And I must express this to you for my sanity. True woman will give you peace, strength, dignity, hope, and unconditional love. Don't turn your back on her, and she won't turn her back on you. But if you do, true woman will flip the script, leave you whipped, walking with your head down and with a dip. You trying to play it off, praying to the heavens just one more chance. I will give her my all. She will make you chant those words now that she's gone. I love you. I love you. I truly love you. True woman will be there when you need her with conversation only to console you. She won't forget you didn't share in the giving of her heart and that male ego she once fought. Every man has an empty pedestal he places many a woman on and wonders why the concept is never complete. The pedestal's engraving will remain blank until he places true woman there. Only then will his concept be complete, and the engraving shall read, true woman, love forever in my heart for you. Poem.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
What a
Thank
love story.
Definitely on point.
That was
Thank
like an
you.
epic saga.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Thank you.
Demetria. We're gonna bring Jess back up.
My microphone is working now too, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and do the first poem I was about to do. My poetry doesn't pander. It doesn't beg. Anytime it loves to deliver the bad news. Today, I will pander. I will pander to the wants of the people. And the name of this piece is A Penny for My Thoughts. A penny for my thoughts. No obligation. I'll just keep emoting until the scale says 1 cent. That's a decimal less than a tenth. That's 1/100th of a dollar not spent. If you could see me, a poet, being worth 1 cent, no more, no less, then let this poem be your weight as I splay out your debt. You don't have to be considerate, but just consider it into a poor man's investment. Listen, if it allows you to view yourself from the outside to see yourself more clearly, possibly clean to the inside, do not burden yourself or expend your energy in an endeavor to save face, but allow me to expend my breath until you have self-identified with swaths of this life. And you can cherry pick from my entirety, the tender and the juicy parts, until you at least understand that nagging thing about me is that reflection of you. And because of this poem, you have become wiser. Do not forfeit a penny for one word until it has served you more than anything else in a great while. Make these lazy words earn their keep, because the audience of your person is duly appreciated and is very much so necessary for me to earn that penny that is deep in the recess of your pocket. Let my self-deprecation fuel your laughter. Your snickers be your healing, the healing a body that breathes that is a soul needs to breathe. For it is wine and laughter that cheer nobles and men. But before you leave, please, please, leave this poet one beam from off of that hill. Boom.
Wow.
Very
That's what's up,
thoughtful.
Jess.
Very, very
Thanks,
thoughtful
bro.
piece. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
We're at that time of the show where we are going to be closing up. I would absolutely like to thank our guests for taking time out of their day to come and entertain us all and share their wonderful talent with us. Again, I would like to thank our producer, Quentin, for giving us this space and a wonderful array of talent that he brings so that we have a flawless show. My name is Valerie Lorraine. You can find me on Instagram at ValerieLorraine_poetic author. I am a poet. I am a writing coach, an editor, and I'm a 3-time author. I have 3 books. You can find them all on Amazon. I have Falling, My Life Untitled, and I posted an anthology, which is called In the Company of Poets. As well, I'm a live host on Instagram and here on YouTube. So now's the time that King and I get to close the show by sharing a piece with you all. So this is called Life After Life. I am. The angst of a new day trembles. Fear creeps near, attempting to settle in. Porch mornings, sipping coffee, inevitable thoughts rising with the sun. The horizon hues morph in spectacular dull tones. She just peeks into vision, gazing peacefully, no rush. She owns time. Is it possible she controls the vibrant colors too? She must. For certain, she fuels emotion as peace rushes all else from a mind's burden. The volcano that burns shallow has a core living deep within, drifting without care or effort. watching herself reflect on glass water. Who am I in this vast universe? I fell from the stars when called back. If I could only remember my last journey here, I'd make my mark deeper in the sands this time. Yes, I know I have been here many times before, yet I only know this time. So comes the balance between many lives, and you only live once. At times, I feel connected the connection of someone so strong, I know the path we passed together. Our steps are mapped in stars we have forgotten how to read. Or maybe that is for when we return to the stars, where we hang on every word of nighttime stories of the reason why of the reasons for our lives and how we touched others. How our very existence traveled through those while we were ashen to the power of our words, our touch, our purpose. The stars fade and close the book for now, saying, listen to the sun. And it is here on the morning porch with sunrise upon us. For those that can hear her, those whose ears are tuned to the vibration of the wondrous voice, she whispers, Earth Angel, go create your legacy today. Valerie Lorraine.
Wow.
Hey, great poise in the pocket too.
That was real nice.
Thank you so much. I'm going to hand the mic over to King. I'm going to ask him if he would graciously share one of his pieces with us and close the show.
All right. Thank you very much. I can be found on Instagram, King Atterberry Inc. Also, down below, you can see the website. You can find all my social media and videos and everything like that. My books on Amazon and Lulu, which is a collection. So I'm going to go into this piece and I'll hold your time. This piece is titled My Apology, a Father's Song. Didn't know that you were born from a song that wasn't long. I want the faith and spirit strong, so your heart remain warm. Only regret for me is that I miss seeing you grow. Back then, the path I chose was a soul without hope. Felt something odd when I saw who gave birth to you. Moving around the earth in this universe is hurtful. When relationships dissolve and communication die, years be passing by and life refreshed with new eyes. Decisions made after evacuating love zones. Settling in a place that's called home can be a cyclone. Up and down, round and around, twists and turns, full stops. Spinning blocks, beware bad soil in them window pots. Some chances come, while others opportunities run. Trust and believe what you see and get a better job done. Embrace the space, figure out the dream of your inner thoughts. Kill remorse, lean on the source, and find a speaking, walking course, King. Thank you.
Atterbury.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I would like to say thank you to all the guests here tonight. Such beautiful and dope pieces. Want to see y'all back here again. You know what I'm saying? Spin the block. You know what I'm saying? I'll be following your Instagram pages and whatever you got going on. Enjoying through. I'll pass it back to Valerie Lorraine.
Thank you so much once again. If you are watching this live or on replay, we are so thankful for you giving us your time. You could be a lot of places, but you chose to join us so that you could celebrate these wonderful guests we had tonight. Do go check them out on their Instagram page and support them. They are wonderful poets, and they have a lot to offer you on those pages that you haven't even thought of seeing yet. Yes, and go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's no other way to find us easily than doing that. So thank you again. Good night. And for the crew on the screen, please stay in the room.